What's going on, people? It's your boy calwu, and welcome to another episode of planetwu. Today we will be reviewing the 2021 winter season anime called Heavensdesignteam, aka the Japanese title Tenchi Sozo Design Boo. If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe to the video. It's the best way to support my channel. Everybody that's already been rocking with me, I appreciate y'all. And yeah, man, let's go ahead and jump this off. So, Heavensdesignteam is an anime about the beginning of time. Everybody that's been in the church or kind of know the story of, in the beginning, in 7 days, God created the heavens, the earth, the land, the sea, the stars, made the animals and all that good stuff, made man. So in this anime, Heavensdesignteam, God wanted to populate the earth with different type of animals, but kind of was like, I don't feel like it, and plus can't get the rest of my ideas out. So I'm gonna point it to a whole team to do it for me, and that's where we get the anime Heavensdesignteam. So, on Heavensdesignteam, the main character that we have is Shimoda. Shimoda is a newly hired angel that was appointed as an assistant to the design team. And pretty much he acts as a voice between God, the clients, and the design team to make sure everybody gets what they want. Personality wise, he tends to try and break tension. He's a very agreeable type of guy. And he pretty much projects the typical rookie. He's unsure of himself, he's inexperienced, he's hardworking, and every day he works hard to try and improve and get better. Then we have Ueda. Ueda is Shimoda's boss. She tends to be cheerful, thoughtful, resourceful, and easy to get along with. And she also has the same ability as Shimoda, but Shimoda is the main liaison between God and the design team, or the design team and the clients. Next character we have is Tsuchiya, or Saturn. He is the head of the design department, and his claim to fame as far as animals he created is the horse. And he's an older guy. And he's hilarious because he has an obsession with his first creation, the horse. So he tries to incorporate it into every design that he comes up with. Even to the point where God was like, yeah, I want something that's strong and powerful and can fly. This dude was like, I know what? A horse with wings. And it was like, bro, we tried that before and it didn't work. And he's like, you know what? I'm going to try it again. I'm going to redesign it a different way. And his character is hilarious for that. We also have Kimura, aka Jupiter. Jupiter is another member of the design team, and his claim to fame is the cow. Why this is funny is because Kimura is obsessed with the animals that he creates. He's obsessed with how they taste. So he literally, every time he creates an animal, he has to taste test it. And this obsession drives him, and it is his passion on how he creates his creatures. He literally creates them to satisfy his palates, as well as satisfy what God wants or whatever client he's dealing with. And he's ridiculous with it. Next we have Mizushima, or Mercury. Mizushima is a member of the team whose masterpiece is the snake. He tends to come off as stoic and aloof, but he's always willing to go the extra mile to complete the design and make sure that the clients are happy. And with his designs, he tends to focus on simplicity and efficiency with his designs. Hence the snake not having any arms or legs and things of that nature. and its design is very simple and it's very efficient as far as like reptids go, or cold-blooded creatures go, I should say. Then we have Kanamori, aka Venus. Venus is a member of the team whose claim to fame is the bird. So any type of bird that was made, Kanamori made it. Kanamori is a very overdramatic character that goes the extra mile to make sure she protects her creations. One of the things that that makes that part extremely interesting was because Mizushima had created a snake that would hunt birds in their nest. So then it caused Kanamori to make the I can't think of what the bird is called, but it's a bird that makes like a hanging nest, like out of all these branches that hang, or all of these materials like branches and mud and stuff to create it hanging from the branch to stop snakes from killing the eggs and stuff. But the snakes, because of how their bodies work, still were able to get into it. So then Kanamori ended up making a secretary bird. And for those that have never seen a secretary bird is like a big ass pretty bird that is known to stomp the shit out of snakes. Like, it see a snake, it's on sight. Just just start tap dancing on the snake, murder that bitch instantly. And Kanamori pretty much has a fear of bugs, and with her design, she tends to focus on beauty and elegance when she's designing different creatures. Then we have Maedo, aka Pluto. So Maedo is a member of the team whose claim to fame as far as animal creation go is the poisonous frog. She's fascinated with everything morbid, and she tends to design morbid creatures with dark tendencies such as cannibalism and poison. Also, some of the things that she created were the different type of sharks. She's it's interesting because she's like one of those bubbly goth girls, and like she's an interesting character because you tend to not see girls be into like young girls at least be into like the creepy crawly things, because she like spiders and insects and all type of stuff. Like, that's her thing. Next member of the team we have is Unabara, or Neptune. Unabara claim to fame is the kangaroo. Even though Unabara is like the biggest member of the team, he's a gentle giant. And so in his creations, he tend to design things that are cute and cuddly and fluffy. And as his personality, he is also soft and gentle and very thoughtful. So the creatures he creates tend to go along that. He also made the koala, he made the otter, and by a mistake, he made the giant sea otter. And he was like kind of thrown off by it because the giant sea otter is a murderer. Like, that thing is vicious as hell. And like I said, just watching the show and watching how all their personalities clash and how they design stuff is very interesting. And then last but not least, the person who makes it all happen, Higuchi, is an engineer that pretty much helped bring all the designs to life. So she pretty much builds the prototype of the designs once it's given to her, to make sure that it works properly before they, before it gets the seal of approval from God. So they'll be like, so like, let's just say I'd be like, okay, I want to create something with floppy ears that hop around. So in your mind, I'm creating a rabbit, and I'm like, yeah, but I want to make it to where it like have sharp teeth, like fangs. And it's like, okay, so we got this cute cuddly thing that's a carnivore, but based on how you design the body, it's not going to process the meat properly, so it's eventually going to die. So how about we change the teeth to make it to where it's a vegetarian, so his body can break the enzymes down and blah, 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 blah. And it's kind of like that. And then like, it's really dope. And then one of the things that make it so good is once they successfully design something, they always drop it on the Galapagos Island as like the test site. The Galapagos Island is the test site for everything that they create. And it's just hilarious. Just like I said, just seeing how they design and stuff. Then they also give you like points and tips about the different animals that they like made that was like highlighted in the show. They talk about different animals, and like literally this is a great anime to be a first step for like National Geographics for people that's not into it. And then for people that are into National Geographics, this thing is great. You'll love it. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this episode. That is Heavensdesignteam. This is an anime I should have definitely sent to my cousin Antoine, because that's a guy that if you ask him about an animal, you go to the zoo with this man, he can, without looking at the plaque, he'll tell you any and everything about animals. When we were growing up, me and him was like super into animals. And he always got like the National Geographic books and the zoo books when we were kids. So like we both were into them real big. And you know, as we got older, he stayed into it. I kind of drifted away from it. It's certain creatures that I can kind of go in depth with and kind of give you a whole bunch of stuff about. But he can do it for way more creatures than I can. So yeah, so I'm definitely gonna suggest this to him. He gotta watch it. But yeah, anywho, that's it for this episode, y'all. I appreciate y'all once again for rocking with me. If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe to the video. Like I said, it's the best way to support my channel. And once again, this is calwu from planetwu signing off. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Peace. I'm starving Marvin, a Martian, excuse my behavior. When you see me on the streets, I'm ready to eat anybody, anywhere. It really doesn't matter though, cause I got a bad habit to act with no tag damage.